What's going on the Winners Win podcast? Your boy Luso 2.0, the copycat himself. Yeah, I'm kind of all snuggled up in my blanket, man. Forget it though. I am freaking just cold as Brick James in here. But today, new book alert, right? So today I'm now reading How to Win Friends and Influence People. The only book you need to lead you to success. I am excited. Already got some good tidbits from the book that I'm actually going to teach you guys about today. One about it's a trend between criminals, right? That's what you're really gonna see, a trend between criminals today, right? um but anyway, just a little bit of an update, man. So for as far as my business, got the cover idea down. Now I'm just waiting for and now that I have the cover idea down, we're just gonna simply just wait and wait and wait, and we're gonna literally build up what we have now, right? So I got to start coming up with words and all that to put on each step for my cover. Yo, I'm telling you, y'all gonna love this, man. This book is going to be, this book's going to be it. Like, this book is literally going to be it. I'm telling you, this book's going to be it. You guys just have to watch out for it. Secondly, I want to say, as far as my business, I reached out to my first school last night, just waiting for the response now, right? Because I want to start my speaking stuff, right? Even if it's a little couple dollars, or even if it's just like, yo, we can't pay you. I'm like, okay, cool. Listen, I'm going in there. I just want to speak and actually keep working and perfecting my craft. That's really the most important thing about it. Then after that, so we got, that book and that. My group now, my group is going well. I keep getting some positive feedback. I keep telling people to be so. Right now, the thing we're working on is posting, content, stuff like that. I gave them a little bit of a breakdown sheet of some things that they could do. And remember, just be comfortable being uncomfortable. One person never, ever posted any type of content before and then just did it and was just like, yo, like, I'm glad I did it, but I was super nervous, standing there. Something quick, 1 minute video, because people have to be not scared speaking on camera, right? You cannot be fearful speaking on camera. And then after you get that fear speaking on camera, then you start speaking in front of people. And then next thing you know, I'm telling you, it literally just all comes together, right? Very strong public skill. I said public skill. Very strong skill to have is the ability to public speak, right? Then on top of that, I started coaching this basketball team. Like I said, I haven't really had time I haven't been working out like that. So I just stretched this morning. I'm going to start getting cardio in every single day, some type of cardio in, getting some push-ups in, doing some type of stuff in-house at the minimum to try to start getting my blood circulating and get myself into the flow of actually working out. And then the last thing I will say is what? Flow working out. That okay, cool. Didn't pick up Logan the last couple of days. My rabbit, I gotta get back to that too as well. I started seeing this money budgeting book, right? I mean, this budgeting TikTok. It's really tough, right? So she was talking about the idea of, actually right now on the calendar. I'm going to start implementing some of the stuff that I'm doing there that I'm going to let you guys know on the details of it. But definitely something that really start to look towards, right? Because I want to actually get better at budgeting. Oh, and then yesterday was the last day of our trial. So today is the first practice of that basketball team, high school basketball team. Definitely excited to do some player development and developing these team into some real basketball players. So that's really all I have for today, man. Now let me just kind of get started with what I was going to talk about, which was that, like, the trend between criminals, right? It was talking when I first started to read the book, it confused me a little bit because it just jumped right into the story, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So jump right into the story. Started explaining a few criminals. I think it was really big named criminals. I'm trying to think of the names of them. It's cool. Lost my thought though. But every single criminal, one of them really did not, like, murdered multiple people and said that it wasn't their fault. It was because of, oh my gosh, this is just reminded me something. This just reminded me of something. One of them that murdered somebody talked about murdered multiple people, saying it's not their fault. They were doing justice for something and it wasn't their fault, which just reminded me too as well. How many people have seen a Jeffrey Dahmer show or documentary, anything about him? Even on the show, although I hate to talk about the show and stuff, I never knew anything about him. It was a good show, but I do understand where it's coming from the family members who had to deal with that craziness. But anyway, continuing on it though, see, when Jeffrey Dahmer had started getting caught for killing people, he started to say it wasn't his fault. That's all Jeffrey Dahmer could say when he started killing people, was it was not his fault. He didn't know. He started just doing stuff, a hobby that he got into after his dad got him into it. And his dad was like, don't you blame this on me. Don't you blame this on me, right? A big trend between criminals is that, or wrongdoers, is that they blame everyone but themselves. Think about it. Everything successful people do, reverse that and put it, and that's what wrongdoers or criminals do, right? There are some similarities though, but wrongdoers and criminals blame everything on everybody else but themselves. He blamed it on his dad. Other people blame it on COVID. I was just talking to some kid yesterday. It's because it was COVID and it was because of this. Make all excuses except for just say that I didn't put in the work. You have to own it. You have to decide that everything that happens in your life is your fault, because then when the success comes, it's also your fault as well. You have to own every single aspect of your life. My district is not doing well at my job because I have to own it. I still have lots of work to do. I still have lots of trainings to get in. I still have lots of people to staff up, to bring in people, operation sales. It always goes back to that. You have to be able, successful people take and own every aspect of their life. I haven't been getting to the gym because of me, not because of work, not because of early mornings, not because of nothing. It's because of myself and myself only. That's the only reason I haven't been getting to the gym, because I could have easily woken up this morning and went to the gym. But instead, I slept in more. I woke up, I started doing my podcast stuff. I started doing all these other things when I realized that, I have to realize that going to the gym first is the only thing that's going to definitely make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, me going to the gym first before doing my videos, doing my podcast, or stuff like that is the only thing that's going to make sure that I actually get it done. So you cannot put the blame on anybody but yourself. But if you start blaming everybody for everything that's ever went wrong in your life, it will end up just being that. You will end up being nothing but a failure. You'll be a failure because you didn't blame yourself. You did not put in the work for yourself, and you can't blame, and you'll start blaming everybody else. So that is the difference between a criminal and a successful person. And another thing about the criminal too as well is they can't take criticism. Criticism puts people on the defensive. You have to be able to absorb it, agree, you know what I mean, and not listen to how everybody says everything. Sometimes people, even your haters, may say some things that actually make sense. I don't know why I smile. It's because my teeth look good. But your haters may even say something that actually makes sense, but it's just the way that they say it. Criticism puts people on the defensive. So when you criticize someone on something, even though you're going to go straight to the point, you have to be able to adjust it a little bit. So wrongdoers blame everyone but themselves. Criticism puts people on the defensive. Don't be on the defensive. Learn to take constructive criticism. Even if you're going to, like yesterday, someone made a comment about when I was doing this coaching role play, I wouldn't do this, that, and third. Everything else was good. And I was like, I did say that, but you are right though. Because this definitely will put somebody on the defensive. Boom, I did make a rebuttal for, I don't know why I need the rebuttal, but at the end of the day, I took the constructive criticism. Take constructive criticism, stop blaming everybody. That is what criminals would do, and that's why you don't do. You are successful. Successful people are not going to do that. So that's the two things I already learned so far from this book. I know this book is going to be amazing. Definitely should read it. A friend of mine actually recommended it to me. Now, that being said, if you're watching this on YouTube, I want you to like, subscribe, and share this channel. And if you are listening to this in any type of podcast, 5-star reviews. 5-star reviews, and leave a review below. I love to listen to your comments and go back. And I'll keep you guys updated on everything else that's going on. I want you guys to keep killing the day. And just remember, most of all, you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.